Hi everyone, it's Sue. Welcome back. Today I want to make some little bits and pieces for these Tim Holtz journals that I'm working on in amongst 50 million other projects, but I just wanted to make some cards. Now, I did see this on Pinterest. I thought I'd saved it. I just had a look and I can't find it, so I'll endeavour to try and see who I got the idea from and was inspired by, and I'll put it in the description box. If I don't manage to find it and you know who has created this prior to me, please put it in the comments so that I can credit the artist. I'm going to actually add this to my Using Up Your 12-inch paper series, so I'm going to add this as number 24, I think we're up to. I haven't added anything for quite some time to that. Actually, I think it's number 25. Anyway, I don't know. I'll put the number up in the description and the title. So yeah, I'm just not sure. I think it's 24 or 25. So yes, let's get started. So I'm going to obviously be using some Tim Holtz papers, some of his 12-inch papers, which are a very rare item nowadays. I mean, you don't have to use up your 12-inch papers. If you've got card blanks, you can do that, because I'm going to cut. Anyway, let's get started. I'm going to choose a paper first. I'm thinking I want something fairly plain. Let's just go with this one. And I'm going to cut this, also, I'll just preface this video by saying that we have everybody home. There's lots of noise happening around the place today, so I apologise in advance. I'm going to cut this into 8 inches. So I'm going to have 4 inches down the side here, which we can utilise for tags. So I'm going to cut it by 8. And just be aware if your paper is directional. So 8, and then cut that into 6 inches. So I'll do that first. So that gives us 2 card blanks, and then we've got the extra pieces here, which we can either utilize for the inside, or we can make tags out of. So I'll just show you what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to fold those in half. Okay, so I've folded them in half. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear. You can just use your ruler. You can just cut this. So I'm just lining up this top edge with this bottom edge here. And I'm actually just going to tear that. I just want a textured look more than a straight edge. Okay, now this can then be used as a pocket, corner pocket on your page. So we may even decorate that. We'll see how we go time-wise, but it can just be a corner pocket. I know that's upside down, that doesn't matter, we can decorate that. So that doesn't get thrown out. And I'm going to do the same on this other one. So that's the base of the 2 cards. We have 2 angled pockets. There's no reason why we can't use that as a top tuck as well, if you're worried about the writing going the right way. But we'll put them aside for the moment, and we're going to work on these. So I'm just going to quickly ink the edges here. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to sew. I say that every time and then I end up sewing. But I'm just going to ink that torn edge and have a look where I want to go from here. So easy little pocket. You could even glue this down here on the bottom, and then you could glue that to your page and have a tuck here and a pocket here. And we may even do one of those like that. But what I was thinking was when I saw this was a card idea, a greeting card idea. And I thought there's no reason why we couldn't use that in our journals. Okay, so we could utilize this on the inside if we wanted to. And we might just do that. So I want to cut this a little bit smaller though. And you'll see what I'm trying to do in a minute. Actually, I'm going to keep that. I've decided I'm going to add something. So you'll need more than one 12-inch sheet of paper. I'm going to add probably some coffee dyed paper. I might even cut into another 12-inch sheet and add some of that. So let me just go and have a look and grab some papers and have a play. So what I've decided is I'm going to use another paper out of this same paper range, French Industrial. And I'm going to use these little 4x 2.5 little cards, and I'm going to cut so basically what I want is 2 that I can fold. So we're going to lose one part of this card, but the other side is quite neutral, so we can still journal on that. It'll all make sense when I put it all together. So I'm going to cut along here, and then I'm going to cut each of these out as like one single strip with the 2 together. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to cut that out and we'll just see how we go. So this is what I was trying to explain, and I didn't explain it very well. So this is the top half. So these are great to just back with coffee dyed paper. You can leave them as they are, ink them, use them as little journaling cards, decorate them. So that definitely won't go astray. You could use that and fold, you know, cut down here and use that as a little booklet. Same with this, and then you've got a card. Okay, so we'll put that aside. We may get time to do something with that as well, and if we do, that means we've used 2 sheets of your 12-inch paper stash. So all right, so this is what I meant. So these would be folded in half like so. Now for this project that I'm doing, we're going to be losing whatever's on the back there. But I think I want this red one for a bit of colour. I haven't cut them very straight, but it doesn't matter. Or does it? Very crooked. Okay. I'm just going to run my scissors up there and straighten that up a little bit. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're just going to put a piece in here. So that basically holds this closed. Now I'm probably going to close it with a little bit of Velcro or a magnet. Put a magnet or something here. And the idea is that we have space for journaling here. Behind here, we'll make it a pocket. Okay, so this flips up, this flips out. So we've got space here for journaling. We could even put a tiny little pocket here with some bits in if we wanted to. And then you could glue this down on your page. So you could glue 3 sides and have it as a pocket. You could glue 2 sides and have it as a tuck. So let's get working on just the one for now, and then once I've done the one, I might speed up the video, do the other one, and then see what we've got left out of our 12-inch sheets. All right, so I'm going to ink this, and I think I am going to sew. This is really, really crooked and it's annoying me. So what I might do is I'm going to go and sew all the bits and pieces that I want to sew, and then I'll come back and I might do it on this one as well while I'm at it. Alrighty, so I've sewn around, ended up sewing around everything. Needed to change the thread, and I thought I'm going to do a pop of red, which I really like. Really loving the red thread on all these sort of vintage tones lately. So I've done that. I'm just going to quickly snip off any excess. My machine decided to throw a little hissy fit here and there, so I've had to stop and start in many places. I just leave the threads because I just think it adds to the whole look of the vintage grungy look. So what I thought I'd do is I'm just going to trim off some of these. I did also sew the back of these because when it's on a page I wanted sewing to be seen here, so that's why I've done that. So I just thought I'd catch you up a little bit while I'm doing that. I'll have a bit of a chat and let you know what's been going on. You may have noticed or you may not have noticed. I don't know whether you've missed me. I haven't really been doing my regular scheduling. I normally like to schedule my videos Sunday, Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, and with a live stream on Friday night. So that hasn't been happening. We've got my beautiful mum has moved in with us, so we have been very, very busy, as you can imagine, helping her pack up her house. We've had to downsize some of our stuff for her to move in. So it's been, if you've ever moved, you know how time consuming and how much energy and how much stress that is. So that is what we have been doing the last month or so, I guess. So that's why I haven't really been around much. Any videos I've done are just very basic videos, the mystery box unboxing. I have started a folio, so in all honesty, that video I started ages ago and I was keeping it for something else which I'll talk about in a future video. So I'm going to be continuing with that, obviously, very soon. Hopefully even today I'll get a couple of videos done and get working on that folio. So keep an eye out for that series. But things have started to settle down. Mum has moved in. We've just got a few things to finalise, which shouldn't take too much time and stress. And I'm hoping that I can get back to some sort of normalcy, really. So if you were wondering what was happening, that's what's happening. I've got probably this coming week will be a little bit messy and there may not be the normal amount of videos going up, but a way that you can support my channel is just to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go back and watch some of the older videos that I've done. The 12-inch paper series is probably one of my most watched series ever, and this will add to that, this video today. Yeah, so that's just a way that you can support me and just help get my channel out there while I am a little bit AWOL. Okay, I just wanted to update you on that. So alrighty, now just let me get rid of all this mess. There's threads everywhere. So this is what we started with, and I am going to ink. I'll probably just cut this bit out, but I will ink around all the edges. Once again, that's something that you don't have to do. I just like that look. We'll just do one. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to use magnets. Now, a friend of mine gave me, oh, they're so strong. Can't get them off. These little magnets. Now, I don't know why, but I get nervous using magnets. I just worry that they're not going to magnetize, but I think these will be fine because they are very strong. So just this, just thinking I want to use them here. So as I said, I don't use them. I normally use Velcro, but I'm going to step outside my comfort zone and try and use a magnet. But I just need to think about how I'm going to put this on. See, I love that pop of red. Isn't that nice? So basically I need, because we can cover the magnet with washi tape, I guess. goodness, they are so strong, and they're really, really thin. I'm not sure where she got them from, but she gave me quite a few, which is really lovely. So thank you very much, Vicky, for that. So obviously we need a magnet here, and we can decorate over this so you don't see the magnet. Is it going to matter if we see the magnet? I don't know. Anyway, what I'm going to do is probably use some, what am I going to use? I like to use the glossy accents for, you know, like heavier pieces, that type of thing. So I think I might try and use the glossy accents to glue this magnet. Is there like a... I need to work out which side magnetize, I guess. Or do they both? Okay. I think I'm just going to glue that one there. Need some tweezers or something. Way too much glossy accents. So while that is drying, I'm going to work out pretty much where I want to add this little flip, and I'm going to make it a pocket. So I'm going to glue the 3 sides. I just need to make sure that it's going to flip over that magnet there. So something like that is what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm going to put, a pencil mark if I can find a pencil. So put a pencil mark there so I can see where that's going to go, and I just need to quickly ink around this before I glue it down. And I'm going to glue just the 3 sides and make it a top loading pocket. Okay, so we've got that there. This is going to keep this bit here closed. I'm going to add a magnet. This magnet's already stuck down. I think I've got that on crooked as anything. I have. It's too late now, I can't move it. Oh, there we go. Anyway, it's still a bit crooked. It's okay. So I'm going to magnetize, put that magnet to that one, and then I'm just going to add a little dab of Dimensional Magic to that. I obviously don't need much. And then I'm going to just push down on that and wait for that to dry. So that magnet should attach to this piece here on the underneath. And that's basically our pocket. So then we can decorate and do what we want to that. So I'm just going to leave that sit for a minute. I might put something heavy on top of that. Heavy-ish. And we might do something with this one while we're waiting. So as I said, with this one, all these little bits and pieces, I've sewn around them as well. And these we can make into little books. That's just where I tore it out of the pad, but we can just ink over that and you don't even see that. And I'll probably just fill this with coffee dye paper, and that'd be like a nice little addition. We can add something to that in our book. This is just, we could even add papers into this if we don't use it on here, and add papers in there. So there's another little booklet that's folded to the side. Another top loading one. So out of 2 sheets, we've got lots of little bits and pieces to use for decorations. So this I need to ink a little bit more. That's perfect. Okay, so this is dried already. That's what I love about the Dimensional Magic. If you're only using a small piece, it doesn't take long to dry. So here's just a tiny, you could even put another magnet here if that was concerning you, but once it's in a journal, it's not going to worry. So we've done a magnet here, and so that keeps that flap closed. We can cover these, which we probably will. That flips open, and you can do journaling there if you want to. I'm thinking I might even add a little pocket here with some little bits and pieces. This is great for hidden journaling. And then we've got a pocket behind here, and depending on how we put it in our journal, we can either glue down these 2 sides and we can have a tuck, or we can glue down the 3 sides and have a top loading pocket. Isn't that fun? So that's that one. What I might even do is I might decorate one and then speed up the video and make a couple of these, and then come back and just show you what we've managed to get out of 2 12-inch sheets. Now this piece here is a little bit longer and a little bit wider, but there's no reason why we couldn't cut that and make that into two big tags. So we may even do that. All right. So I'm just going to pop them to the side for the moment and think about doing some decorations. So I just need to have a think about what I want to put on here. So I've got some of these little ephemera packs from Tim Holtz. Now these are in my shop. At the time of the video, I just still had some in stock. I do have some more coming. Well, they're in my cart. I haven't bothered putting the order through yet just because of everything that's been going on. I just haven't had time to even really think about updating the shop too much. So there will be more coming if there's none in there at the moment, but currently there is. So I just thought I might use some of these just to do a little bit of layering, just to give it a bit more colour. I'm not going to worry about covering this magnet, I don't think. I'm just trying to have a little bit of a think whether I really need to cover this magnet as well. So I'll put something over it, still magnetizes, doesn't it? Yeah. So I just want to do a bit of layering, basically. Nothing too difficult. Just distress this up. Add a bit of ink. We get some cheesecloth. I haven't created for, honestly, probably a month. As I said, the folio video that I've uploaded, I have had that filmed for a little while. So I'm a little bit out of sorts, a little bit all over the spot. So I apologize for that. And I just need to find my cheesecloth. I'm just going to pop a little bit of cheesecloth underneath that little collage tile. See how strong they are? They're just magnetized to everything. Okay, so I picked up these old microfiche films off Etsy quite some time ago, and I haven't used them. I was actually looking for my negatives, and I just thought I might put a tab there just so that it indicates that it flips. So I'm just wondering, I'm going to attempt to cut out a tab out of this microfiche film. Oh, perfect. Okay. And we're just going to fold it over. I'm going to pop that on there. How fun does that look? Now, is that going to impede the magnet? I don't think so. Just a bit of colour. And for this, I always use the Dimensional Magic as well. So I'm going to glue it to the underside first. So you just need to sort of apply a bit of pressure and let it grab first. And it's basically hiding that magnet, which I wasn't really concerned about, but it does it now. So that's grabbed. And then I'm going to just glue this whole piece. You don't need much because it spreads out. So I'm just going to flip it up and hold it in place until it grabs. If you've got some clamps or something, you could use those. Make it a bit easier. Okay, so that is, I like that. I like that added on to that. So you have a little bit of decoration here that holds that closed. So you can put hidden journaling here. I think I'm going to add a little, just a tiny little pocket, just to add some maybe little tags or something. That's where you could use some of your pieces from your 12-inch papers here. You know, you could utilize some of this if you wanted to. I'm going to use them as probably top tucks in a journal. Seems a shame just to sort of cut into that. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to probably just maybe use one of these tiles and can just have some tiny little tags in there. So what have we got on the front? Let's just do this as a little pocket, and then I can add a couple of labels there. Just, it's as limited as your imagination, really. Okay, so I'm going to stick that down as a little pocket. So I've just done a little bit of decorating there and just made this a little pocket. So just for little, I don't really want to put too much in there at the moment while it's still drying. So I just have some little bits and pieces here. So, you know, just maybe something like that. I could put something else in there, but I'll have a think about that. So that's cute, and hopefully it still closes. It does. I probably I'm thinking I might even add another magnet here, so I can add one to the underneath. So I'm going to add that to this corner, and it's going to be glued down in the journal anyway, so I don't need much. So I'll try and position that there. So I'm just going to hold that in place for a second, and then I'm just going to add the magnet there and add a little bit of glue to that. Is that going to go over that? A little bit of glue, and then hold that down. I think it's really cute. And then we've got our magnet here. I'm not going to worry about covering that. You could cover that with washi tape. And then it all just stays all nice and neat and closed. All right. So let's put this in the journal. Where will we put it? So I think I'm going to put it as a tuck. So I want to put it on the corner here. So I'm just starting to decorate this. So I think I'm going to do that here. So I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to glue here and here. And this magnet will be closed in on the back side. I'm just adding a little bit of dimensional magic there just so that the magnet sticks really well. Although, having said that, the art glitter glue is pretty good. And I do have some Helmar Tiger Grip there too I can do if I need to. But I'm just going to pop it on the corner here. It's glued on the two sides. Make sure I get all that excess glue away. Okay, I love how that looks. So we have this that flips up for hidden journaling. You've got a little pocket of little fun little goodies there. These aren't pockets, they're just decorative. I'm not going to worry about covering that magnet. We have a pocket here in the back, which I'll have to make some tags to fit that. And then we have a tuck spot here in the back as well, so we can put some bits and pieces in there. So yes, lots of fun. I'm not going to have time to do the others, but you get the idea of that. And these can just have papers put into them. Actually, what I might do, one of these, I found this this thing, paperclip dispenser in the cheap shop, and I thought I wanted to give that a go. I really would like to do some alcohol ink on these, but we might just even add some paper into this using this. So let me just grab some coffee dyed scraps. Okay, so essentially they're not scraps. I couldn't get my hands on any scraps at the moment. And then I was trying to figure out how to fill this. So you just pop these in. It's a bit like a stapler, I guess. You just fill these up to as far as many as you can get in there. So I think all the ones that came in the packet, which was about 10, fit in here. This will be interesting. I haven't ever used one of these before, so okay, so that's filled there. Now I'm just going to tear some papers to fit in here. So this is about, so let's tear them about 2 inches. Let's do that. And I'm going to do the two, I've got some craft and just some coffee dyed paper. I'm just going to really roughly tear at about 2 inches. We can do a little bit more. Once again, doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then we just need to do it about 3 3/4. I'm not being precious about it at all. Okay, so I've got some extras there for the other books as well. So basically I'm just going to clip them in. So they can be just taken out at random. I don't know, this little thing said it holds up to about 40 papers. So let's just do, I don't know, I don't even know how many I've put here. Just do that, finishing it off with a craft piece. And I don't care if it's sticking out the bottom. And then let's add just one of these little collage pieces here as well, collage tiles. I don't know, let's do this one. And let's see how this works. So I think we just put that there like that. And push that on, and it doesn't work. Well, that's handy. Okay. There we go. It does work. So then these can just be taken off, or that can be pulled off and these can be used. There's a cute little, something a little bit different. So there's a little piece that we can put in, tuck in behind here if we want to. You could even tuck it in there. Tuck it in there and it all still closes over. So, a little bit of fun for today. I really love how this has turned out. Go and give it a try. You don't have to use Tim Holtz papers. You can use anything. I think you could just mix it up. And as I said, you could also glue 3 sides and have it as a top loading pocket, have that in the middle of your page. And these, so this is everything that I've got out of 2 12-inch pieces of paper. So I've got plenty of these to make some little notebooks. I can sew some pages into these, fold them and make little notebooks out of those as well. I've got enough to make another one of these pockets here. We have 2 top loading pockets, so they can be decorated and popped on the top of your page and put bits and pieces in there. More, we've got this little bit that can be made into just a journaling card. And then we've got this big strip here, which I think I'm going to end up cutting in half and using this as a tag base, decorating that, and they will also go in to these Tim Holtz journals that I'm working on. So I really enjoyed putting that together. I do have to head off now. I hope you enjoyed that as well. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for your support. And hopefully I'm back now with regular content. So I look forward to looking at all your comments and interacting with you again. Take care, everyone. Until next time, I hope you get a little bit of creative time in. See you soon. Bye-bye.